Okay, we're gonna swap the door on this 2012 Prius C. It's pretty dented. We got a new door here, same color. It's a black pearl. Held it up next to the door to make sure it matched. These are the 12 millimeter bolts to hold the door on. You can see the new door comes with the clamp, the hinges, and the thing that makes the door stop at certain points nicely. So I'm gonna take that thing off first right here. That is gonna be a 10 millimeter. So put together my extension, socket, change the socket wrench to off. And we're gonna begin taking off this old door. Two hands. This bolt is really tight. All right, got that bolt out. This is a very snug bolt, lots of Loctite. This car was, I believe, worked on once before. Kind of close that a little bit. Do these two to the off position. This is a 12 millimeter. And what I'm gonna do is push this in as if I close the door like that. And then I'm just gonna close the door. It's funny, the Loctite on that door stay is actually almost harder to get off than these. You can hear a little bit of paint cracking a little bit because it's been on there for so long. Take that one out. That one out. I'll just kind of peel back this cover. And I'll push in the two clips. So the top clip here, push that one in, and the bottom clip in here, push that one in. I put down the camera and I'm gonna do the bottom one. All right, now that I put the camera down, I was able to unclip the bottom one, slide this out. Now the door is ready to come off. This is broken, and I just undo it, grab both sides and pull the door off. So I'm taking off this door here on this 2012 Prius C, putting on this door. You can see the mounts are here. They left those on. The little nice closer thing. Took the 12 millimeter bolts out of here. Got one more bolt to go. I took off that this thing already. I loosened this up on the inside. That was a 10 millimeter. And now when I take this final bolt off, the door will be free to come off. And I think this paint's gonna stick a little bit here and here. So when I take the door off, I'll just kind of jerk it a little bit. When I take the door off, I'll just kind of shake it slightly to break this loose. There's a little bit of this caulking that was sticking to the old door. You can see the interior panels are different. So you can take off this screw here and this screw here, and then the panel will lift up and out like most car door panels do. So let's do that. Take a flat blade or something that's not super sharp, pop that one out. And then for this one, I'm gonna carefully get underneath there. If you have like a plastic credit card or something or whatever, you know, you can put something in there that doesn't mark it as much. Alright, there we go, we pried that one out. And you can see that the bolt's there for this door. Alright, or the screws. I always like to take off the old door first, so if I make a mistake pulling off this panel, I make it on the panel I don't care about. Dead bug from the Los Angeles warehouse. Picked up this door for 200 bucks on eBay, local pickup only. Took us only a 20-minute drive. I was able to pick it up. All right, so now there should be some clips, you know, all around the edge that I'll kind of just work around. Okay, here's one here too. I'm gonna start prying around the edges. This piece off too, I just pulled that piece off. And now you can kind of start lifting up the panel all the way around. Looks like we're working with those little clips. There's another one down there. The window, there's a little tab right here. You pull this back. This little piece and pop this out. Now we have that wire off. This panel will just lift up and out. And we have a door lock device. So white's on top, green's on the bottom. Remember that. Probably gonna put a screwdriver in behind it, pop it out. So this green one, I just went underneath it with the screwdriver to pry it out. This top one just flew out, but I just put some force behind it and popped it out. So now those are out. They just work out of that little groove there, and it's free. Now I can grab my other panel and put it back on. You also are going to want to make sure you got the better speakers on your new door and your old door. I have our new panel all lined up. Sorry, this is really confusing. Our old car panel lined up to go on the new door. So I noticed this top part kind of sits in the windowsill up here. So that's going to be kind of my focus, is to put it on and then kind of clip in everything all the way around as I go. All right, I got it all lined up. Looks like it'll work. What I almost forgot to do is to reconnect these again. So what do I say? Green goes on the bottom, Okay, those are connected. And then when I put this on, I'm gonna make sure I pull this little clip out. I don't want to have to fish that out later. And then I'm just gonna get this top in the groove. All right, and then I had to get this, there's like a foam piece in there, down there. I had to get that foam piece set. All right, now I'm gonna start kind of pushing this in. I'm up against a palm tree. I'm gonna fix that, put it on the ground. The thing is, I noticed some of these came out and some of them didn't on the different panels. So you can see here, there's a little hole. You can slide these out. And then I've been setting them. There's a couple little flanges. I set it on the bottom setting there. So I've just been kind of going around making sure these are all in. This one, it's still in the door, so I'm gonna pop it out and put it up on this top panel. All right, and then I pried out that clip. Kind of wrecked it a little bit, so I'm just gonna grab another one of these off here and just slide it on there. All right, that looks good. That top one is the key, so we'll push that in at the end. So again, I'll make sure my top is latched in, and then I'll kind of just work my way down and around, popping these in. Okay, door panel's on. Now it's all set. Put this piece on. Which way does this go? This way here. There's 2 coarse screws, so I'll take the fine screw. Put it up in here. And I'll put these 2 down in here. Okay, and the screws are in. Oh no. I didn't listen to my own advice. I smashed that clip in there. Clip out, I had to loosen up these 2 screws and pull up and pull out. Okay, hit this piece back in. I'll leave the door unlocked. Make sure that works. And we're ready to put the door back on. Okay, we're ready to connect it back up. I flipped out the brackets. I'm gonna put the door back on. Yeah, I snugged up the bolts a little bit. I didn't really tighten them too tight because I want to adjust the door a little bit. But this little piece, you can't just plug this in. This little piece is just gonna disappear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fish it out a little bit more, but I need both my hands, and I'm gonna push this in to hold it while I plug this connector in so that this back piece doesn't slide in to the car frame where I just had to fish it out from. Now that I'm holding it, I can push in this top piece and clip it in. All right, I inserted it all the way. The little clips are kind of binding a little bit, but now that I have it connected, I'm gonna do a quick check with my lock, unlock. Okay, now we know the door has power, so I can just push that little clip in, and then this rubber boot, you just kind of peel it up and over around one side, kind of like a tire on a rim. Get it in that dish of the rubber. I feel a little tab on the bottom part, so we're probably supposed to tug. I'm gonna play around with this with 2 hands. Probably fix this up a little bit better in a bit. It's really hard to get on there. You can see the door strikes kind of low, so I'm going to raise it up. I'm going to tighten it and then pull it up and then tighten it all the way down. What I did was I just kind of opened and closed the door a couple times with my backhand. I kind of snugged up this screw and left all the other ones loose, and then I pulled up because my door was sagging. And then I was able to tighten these 2 while pulling up and seeing the mount come over this way, right? It's just like adjusting a door. You want the bottom to be this way and the top to be this way so that the back of the door comes up. So good luck. You know, there's always previous damage, right? When you are working on a car, and you kind of have to figure this out yourself. And that's it. Car door's on. We're all done. And now you can check the door. It's not perfect. It's a little sticky, but it's not bad. You know, these doors are pretty light. And then you can see how the door swings and hits me, because we need to pull this piece out. Oh, that's in there good. I guess I just keep wiggling it. Oh, that's strong. And then I'm gonna put this into that piece there. I don't know how much more I'm gonna get this out, but I might just crawl in the car and tighten this. I've crawled in the car, I kind of swung this in to get it into the hole. Now I'm gonna tighten it. I feel the angle cross threading, so now that, oh dang, I was gonna try to use it to pull the piece out. All right, in success. I was able to hold this in there and push the door open. Now I can tighten it so it's not cross threaded. I can make sure this is lined up straight. There it is. The door is done. I think if you need to, you might be able to adjust this strike, but I would definitely recommend adjusting those other screws first. Oh, here's another angle if I wanted to try to get that boot on there a little better. There's some voltage going through there, and you know, water gets in here, so you're gonna want that on. I just want to make sure the speakers work, and the back window rolls down, rolls up, and then for getting this piece on, anywhere you see like a little crack in the rubber, just kind of bend it out and over and pull it down. And then you kind of have to like push it back from the top part that's already there, that's already clipped in, and like work it down. And then when you get to the bottom, you have to like do like an exaggerated little pull on that piece. Yeah, see, otherwise it just keeps popping out. But there, if you tuck it in, it goes in there pretty good. Bam. And there it is. Everything works great. And the door shuts well. Good enough. Wish that sticker wasn't on there, but yeah, not bad. You know, it's a small scratch, but a lot better than the old door.